In this video, I will present how to create an application for VisibleSim using the generator. So first, go on our website, go to this entry tutorial number 1, and here there is the link to the generator. Generator is a web app to create the skeleton of an application that will be directly copied in VisibleSim. So first I have to choose the name of my application, my demo, for example, and choose the kind of robot I will use, for example, to change the 3D atom. And there is a list of methods that react to events. For example, when I read a special parameter on the configuration file that adds an attribute to a robot, I will be able to detect it with this function. And for example, here, when a catome reaches its final position after motion, it runs this function. Robots are able to exchange messages. It's interesting to create a method that is called when a message arrives. So I create the go message with an integer as embedded data, for example, and if I need another one, I just click on update and generate, and I can create, for example, feedback without any embedded data. Okay, so the code will be generated with a link between the function and the event message. Okay, so after defining all the events I want to add to my code, I have to define initial shape for my configuration, initial list of modules. So first I will use a very simple configuration file, but I will reduce here the number of modules of space in the file. So I reduce the lattice size. Here I reduce the lattice size. I choose a loop shape, a basic shape, and that's it. If I generate, I can check here that it has created a configuration. So after that, I download a zip file that contains my 5 files: header, main, block list, main file, and config file. Oh, just a remark about makefile. Here we are under Linux context, so we will use makefile to compile. Then the compiler creates the generator, create the special file for this application. But if you use Windows, you can copy this link in your CMake list, the text file, in order to add an entry in the list of available applications for your. Okay, back to the settings. Then I download my demo. It is downloaded. Okay, then I can go in the directory VisibleSim root. Okay, application source. Small a. Application source here, and I will copy and unzip the previous file. Then with dot. Okay, I unzip it here. Unzip my demo here. Okay, so I can see that it create my demo directory with the 5 files inside this directory. First, I have to change the makefile placed in application source directory. This one, in order to add my new application in the list of compiled application. So I just add here the name of the directory, my demo. I save it, okay, and I close. So now I can recompile. Okay, so there is some warning because the code is a very basic one. There is just a header of each part. Then now I can go to application bin, cd dot applications bin, and the same name application. Okay, and here there is the executable file for my demo, and I move here the config file that was placed in the zip. So move the dot application source two times. Oh. Config. Okay, so now in my current directory there is a config file and the my demo. I can run my demo, and there is so an application with catomes and with this loop initial configuration, and a very basic program. If I run, it just change the color of the leader. You can have, if you have time, you can have a look on it in 2 seconds. If we look on this code, on start, you can see that on startup, if it is leader, I set the color to red for the robot which is leader, and is leader is turned to true if there is an attribute leader for this robot. And if you have a look on config file, there is only one leader here. So block number 2 is leader. As it's written leader is equal to true for this one. Okay, so that's it. We will see later how to add capabilities to our robot. Bye.